Today, we're talking about how AI is not an IT project and what to do about it. A lot of business leaders correctly see that AI is a type of technology, so they then assume that their information technology department should be able to handle it, their IT department. But here's the truth: although artificial intelligence is a type of technology, it is very different from traditional IT. So, handing off your AI projects to your IT department almost guarantees weak results, slow progress, and stalled projects. Hi, my name is Joshua Ebner. I've been in the AI and data science industry for over 20 years, including at companies like Bank of America and Apple. And this is a very common failure pattern that I'm currently seeing. So in this video, I'm going to explain exactly what's going wrong when you give your AI projects to IT, why the problem is happening, and what you can do to fix it so you start getting measurable results. First, let's start with the core frustration here. I'm hearing from a lot of business leaders that they had an idea for an AI project and they essentially gave it to their IT team, build something for marketing or sales, and then weeks, maybe even months later, they don't have any progress. The project is stalled. There's a problem. It's not driving the business results that they want it to. If this sounds familiar, I first want you to understand that this is somewhat normal and also that it's probably not exactly the fault of your IT department. IT and AI are two very different things and they require different skills. We're going to talk about that in a minute or two, but I want you to understand that this is, in many cases, the result of a mismatch. The good news: it's almost certainly fixable once you understand the nature of this mismatch and give the project to the right team. So let's talk quickly about the nature of an IT team versus an AI team. IT's role centers on a few things. Now, it is true that it does focus on technology, but it mostly focuses on security, deployment, uptime, system reliability, permissions, sometimes a little bit of governance, and so on. It's largely about keeping systems up and running while minimizing risk. Now, there is a role for IT to play in AI projects, and it actually focuses on a lot of the things that I just said. But the core of AI requires a different skill set, especially when we're talking about AI engineering. If you need a team that's going to build you a new AI system, they're going to need different skills. So we're talking about things like data engineering. Almost all AI systems require data in some way. It requires skill in statistics and probability. Most artificial intelligence systems are based on statistics and probability. AI systems also require what we call in the industry machine learning, which is essentially teaching systems how to perform better on a task by exposing the system to data examples. Almost all modern artificial intelligence is actually a type of machine learning. Now, there's a little bit of nuance here. There are some other types of AI that are not considered machine learning, but almost everything that's popular right now, certainly large language models, predictive systems, recommender systems, and so on, almost all of these types of quote unquote AI, these are actually types of machine learning. So if you need a team to build an AI system, they almost always need a little bit of machine learning skill. Then there are additional AI engineering skills, things like verifying outputs, deployment, and monitoring that can cross over a little bit into IT. And that's where an IT team might have a role to play, but it's usually in conjunction with an AI engineering team. So ultimately, what I want you to understand here is that there is a core skill mismatch between IT on one hand and an AI engineering team on the other. And if you try and give an AI project strictly to an IT team, they're probably going to struggle. By the way, if you want to know if your company is really ready to use AI, click the link in the description below. Go take my AI readiness assessment. It's 15 questions. It'll take you less than 3 minutes, and it will score you on three major areas that will tell you your AI readiness. Click on the link in the description and take the AI readiness assessment right now. Now, before we get into the exact solution for this problem, I want to clarify a little bit more about the end goal. As the saying goes, if you're making a plan, it can be very helpful to begin with the end in mind. So when a business leader asks a team of people to build a system like an AI system, what they're actually saying is, I want you to deliver me business results with a particular technology system. So what they actually want is higher revenue, lower costs, greater profits and cash flows, or maybe they want a system that will drive some sort of key metric. If it's a marketing system, that might mean customer lifetime value, higher retention numbers. It might mean higher efficiency or lower cycle times if we're talking about operations. But business leaders ultimately, they really want the business outcome. The technology system is just a tool or a pathway to get there. This is important because this is a key part of the solution that I want to give you to this problem that we've been talking about. Okay, so with all of that said, how do you fix it? Ultimately, inside of your business, you're going to want to build a dedicated AI engineering function. Now, that might start small in the beginning. Certainly, right now, good AI engineers are a little bit hard to come by. We are seeing more people get trained up in this skill area. I will also add that inside of your company, you might be able to go to a traditional software engineer or a machine learning engineer and get them trained up on modern AI engineering. AI engineering is sort of a blend between machine learning and software development, but with some new capabilities. So you might be able to take a traditional software engineer, get them trained up, but you're going to want to try and get an internal AI team built out. This should be one of your most important goals if you want to be an AI centric company within the next year or two, is to start developing or hiring some AI talent. But then once you have an AI project in mind, you're going to want to get those AI engineers. You'll also want to get your business leaders and business people in the same room along with subject matter experts. The business people are going to help define the problem. Every AI project should start with the problem definition as opposed to the tool that you're going to use. It might even be the case that you get into the room and you realize, hey, there's a better solution than AI. It's going to be cheaper maybe to use traditional analytics or traditional software engineering, and you might be able to avoid some of the additional complexity or expense of AI. But you start with the business problem, then brainstorm different ideas, different solutions, and AI solutions to that problem. The subject matter expert is also going to be key on this. They will be able to help identify, can we do this? They'll help evaluate the proposed solutions from the AI team. They will be able to help either identify the correct data or clean up or get the correct data if it does exist and it's available somewhere, and so on. So I will say this, a subject matter expert is one of the most important people on an AI project. So what I'm saying here is you're going to try to assemble a team of AI engineers and business people and subject matter experts and maybe some IT people that will eventually help with some of the scaling and deployment alongside the AI engineers. A couple of other quick tips. An AI engineering team will then take some of the ideas for how to solve the business problem that you identify, and they'll typically build a couple of different prototypes and try and get a better sense of, hey, how difficult is this solution actually going to be to build? What are the likely costs going to be both to build it and to run it? And will it drive ROI or drive the appropriate key metric as was initially expected? Then the team gets back together, evaluates the solutions, figures out which pilot or proposed solution actually will be the best one, choose one, build it, scale it out. The IT team then helps with some of that scaling alongside the AI engineers. By the way, if you start a project and you realize that none of the solutions work, you can just kill the project as well. So that's kind of a high level view of how to run an AI project. But what I'm trying to emphasize here, and back to the main point, is that if you strictly hand this process or an AI project off to an IT team, they will not have the full capabilities to do all of that. So you're going to need to get some AI talent, some AI engineers, and then assemble a more comprehensive team with the business people and the AI engineers and a couple of IT people in the room over time to solve some of these problems and build a successful AI system. The companies that do this correctly are the ones that are actually scaling out their AI projects and seeing real value delivered. Having said all of that, if you want to drive serious business results and high ROI, there's still more to it. And that's why I recommend you check out this next video on AI strategy. In this video, I'll explain exactly what to invest in, how you should prioritize your use cases, how to build the capabilities you need, and how to build your company so that it generates a sort of compounding loop that increases your competitive advantage over time. You can check out that video here, how to build an AI strategy.